daughter at the same time that I'm a grandmother and mother. Generation upon generation, we women have brought forth life from our wombs, our breasts, our imaginations, our yearnings. Generation upon generation, we women have nurtured that spark of creation, despite whatever hardship or suffering faced from men and circumstances. And generation upon generation, we women have continued to let that life flow constantly, yet gently, without being essentially happier or unhappy. So, tonight, in honor of this generation upon generation of quiet heroines, I salute womanhood with story and song. May we all be happy. They came upon a farmhouse, and there the girl finally released Yoshi. From within the farmhouse came a voice. Daughter, is that you? Yes, mother, and I've brought a guest. And from within a farmhouse appeared a middle-aged woman, and on her shoulders she bore a huge lacquer cupboard. She placed the cupboard down, and then she greeted Yoshi. Please excuse me, I am just sprinkling, but welcome. And then over the crest of the mountain came another voice. Granddaughter, is that you? Yes, grandmother, and I brought a guest. And over the crest of the mountain appeared a tiny, wizened old lady, and in her arms she bore a huge ox. And then she placed the ox down, and she greeted Yoshi. Welcome. Please excuse me. I am taking care of this lame animal. Yoshi was astonished. How did you all get so strong? Well, it is in our blood. And we also love the mountain air. We breathe it and it gives us strength. But where are all your menfolk? All dead. All dead from the Empress battles. But we are not afraid, for we have learned to exercise and we have learned to become strong. Ever since then, people say that whenever there's some strange rumbling in the mountains, there's no need to be afraid. It is not an earthquake. It is not a volcano erupting. It is not a storm. Clearly, Yoshi and the 3 strong women wrestling and dancing. Sharifa was a blacksmith's daughter, yet her father gave her a formal education. So one morning, when she was walking past a cloth shop, she saw a sign outside that made her blood boil. It read, "Men's wits beat women's wiles." And then Mama waited impatiently for the wedding night. And when the night arrived, there he was, lifting up the veil of the bride, and then he had the shock of his life. Beneath was not the captivating girl that he had seen in the shop. It's just changed the sign. And immediately, Mama took the sign down and replaced it with another written in gold letters. And now the sign said, "Women's wiles beat men's wits." If all these tasks were not taxing enough, she also had to contend with a very demanding spouse. Ah, Hina! Why is the Capitol building? There's no water in the house. Oh, why are you doing all this stuff making a stupid thing? Oh, make sure next time there are no weeds in the garden so that we can have a full crop of sweet potato. What is this? Fish for dinner? Huh? I asked for clams. Must have heard Hina for one day when she went to the stream to collect water. There, stretching from the water's edge, was a huge, glistening rainbow, and it stretched all the way to the moon. No, to the sun. Yes. And the rainbow. And the rainbow, it said, as it rippled its colors invitingly, Hina, God has granted your wish. Now, follow me to the rest that you deserve. Climbed, but until she could not stand the heat any longer. And then she couldn't climb anymore. So she slipped down the rainbow, all the way back down to Earth. And when she reached Earth, she realized it was night. And she was petrified. Oh no! It is late. My husband will be angry. I still haven't even brought home any water. Quickly, she bathed her eyes and her skin in some water. She collected 2 gourds full of water and rushed home. And sure enough, there in the doorway of the hut was her husband, and he was fuming. Hina, where have you been the whole day? Hina was furious. She shoved both gourds of water into her husband's chest. And then, in shock, she bypassed her husband, walked through the door, and started collecting her few belongings into a string bag. Hina calmly said, I'm going to my new home. So, her husband was just stunned. He stopped there. Hina walked out through the door towards the stream, and there was the rainbow. Still, this time it stretched all the way to the moon. And so, that is how there came to be a woman on the moon. Hina is no longer called Hina. She is called Lono Moku, or Lame Lono, because of her broken foot. On a clear night when the moon is full, you can see her lying in her hammock, gazing down at Earth. And now Hina, she has all the time in the world to make the best tapa ever. People say, whenever it is raining, it is she who is sprinkling water over a tapa before pounding it. And when there's thunder and lightning, she's merely shaking out her tapa. And in the clouds in the sky, it is Hina, or Lonamoku. She's laying her tapa out to dry. So, how do you like my dream? Is this real? Verena in makeup, tight t-shirt, high heels. Is this the real me? Everyone has been telling me, men are supposed to be like that. Women are supposed to be like that. But those are dreams, and dreams are dreams, and they will end. Like no. After all of this, I know I am a woman.